What's up? What's up? What's up, confessors? Welcome in to the premiere of our rewatch and recapping of The Shield. We have finished Sons of Anarchy and now we are going to The Shield. Yes, excited about this one once again. This also is something that Kurt Sutter was a part of. So, without further ado, let's talk about The Shield. Now, it's funny that we're starting it now because 5 days ago was the 12-year anniversary of how long ago when this show first started. Okay, first season, 13 episodes, and we are here to talk about the first two today. But before we do, let's refresh our memory on what we watched that long ago. And looking back at it as I watched it the other night, I cannot believe that FX got away with this type of stuff then, because I'm surprised that if anyone would be able to get away with that type of stuff now. And this was only the first two episodes that I've watched. Now, mind you, I only have watched The Shield one time. So my memory of everything is like nothing. It's almost like watching this for the first time again. I've seen Sons of Anarchy every season 20 times. So I can tell that like the back of my hand almost. However, The Shield, I have only seen one time and one time only. And I can't even remember when I got into The Shield. But I didn't get into The Shield until several seasons later, and I've never seen the other seasons. So all of this is new to me. I do not even know when I started. So even when I do get to the point that I did start watching, I'm not sure I'll actually remember it. There's some things I know I'm gonna remember at some point because there are things I remember in my head. But it'll be interesting for me to try to remember when I first got into The Shield. Now, shout out to my cousin Alicia, because she's the one who talked about this show all the time. And I'm like, well, shoot, I want to watch it too. So I started watching it, and it did not disappoint. My cousin watched all of those crazy detectives. She watched, like, she is a Law and Order fiend. Like, she watches all of those type of shows. Like, she can fall asleep to murder mysteries and sleep like she don't been sung a lullaby with warm milk. That's how, yeah, that's my cousin, and I love her dearly. But she the one who got me into The Shield. So when I finally got to it, it was a lot going on. I had to try to catch up. Never really did. So that's another reason why I wanted to recap this. So I have forgot so much because my extracurricular activities does not allow me to remember greatly. So if y'all like me or it's been too long, let's refresh our memory on what we are dealing with on The Shield. So first, this is the main crew. The main crew, okay? Vic and his boys. Vic, Shane, Lim, and Ronnie. I always call him Vic. It's Vince, but we call him Vic. So Vic. So we're gonna look at everyone that we have to see through the entire series because there's been a lot of people that come in and out, and as the show progressed and got so good, a lot of guest stars became. Many people started joining the cast. Forrest Whitaker joined the cast at some point, and him and Vic, they go at it. They are not best friends, honey. They are not best friends. So we have Vic, Shane, like I said, Lim, Officer, Detective Julian, the black man, and then we have Detective Danny, Detective Julian, Detective Danny, and then we have Claudette. She's what is she exactly? Oh, we'll look at this. I know how we can do this a little better. Where are my other pictures? This is how I should have done it. There we go. Vic Michael Chikli. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. My cousin do. But anyway, as Detective Vic Mackey, executive producer also. Okay. Vic will risk family, career, and his own freedom to find Lem's killer. You know that happens at one point. CCH Pounder as the captain. That's the captain. Captain Claudette. Claudette finds the personal and politics challenges of the job much more difficult to manage than she thought. It just gives an overview of what everyone goes throughout the show. Officer Julian Lowe. After continuing to struggle with his new partner, Julian offered a promotion and will change his life. See, I don't even remember that. David Reese-Snell plays Detective Ronnie. Oh my God, that's him without the beat. Wow. Ronnie proves himself to be Vic's important and loyal ally. And then we have Benito Martinez, who plays Councilman David. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. Ahivada? It sounds good to me. But old wounds, a new political player emerged to put Akbata to the we'll call him David. I ain't about to mess up this man's name. Merged to put David to the ultimate ethical test. And then we have Jay Carnes. And see, I did not know who he plays as Cohen on Sons of Anarchy. Did not know he was in The Shield. See? Now I'm learning it backwards a little bit. That's why I love doing this. And he plays Detective Dutch. They call him Dutch. And he becomes distracted by his infatuation with the female officer and new suspicions about Vic. Now, the female officer that he adores so much is the one and only lovely lady, Detective Danny here. Now, we learn in the first two episodes that Danny and Vic have a little thing going on, or at least they did from just the first two episodes. Because, like I said, I don't know if they start something again or not. So the setup is they used to scrump around back in the day. Mackey is married, and they've scrumped around at least once for sure. But now she's acting like she don't want to do it no more. And she's giving him the cold shoulder. He's trying hard. Very, very hard, it seems. And so is Dutch. Now, I got to remember to call him Dutch instead of Cohen, because that's going to be a problem for me. Dutch. He is now Dutch. He is now Dutch. So Dutch and Mackey seem to be going back and forth these first two episodes a lot. First of all, Mackey seems to be going back and forth with a lot of the head people. He's going head to head with the Councilman David. Like I said, him too, Dutch. So right now, Vic already has two people on his back, but he's got his crew. He's got his boys. He's got his thing going on with Danny, whatever. Okay. Now, let's get into this girl. This is a prostitute that we see that Vic knows very, very well. We don't know exactly who she is quite yet, but she seems to help him when he needs it. He trusts her. She trusts him. It got a little bit of she's got a little bit of attitude and some feistiness to her. Don't know what that's about. Don't know if they used to be, I don't recall if they used to be together back in the day or what yet. I do remember her when I watched her before. So I don't know if she's just in the series for the whole time from when I watched, or does she leave and pop back up? Like Wendy and Sons of Anarchy did, you know. I remember her, or maybe it was just an episode I happened to catch before I actually started watching. I don't know. But let's talk about the overall what we can expect this first season from the Shield. So the format says the season follows a few main plots and several subplots. One, the aftermath of Vic Mackey's murder, snatching of Detective Terry Crowley. Now we noticed in the first episode and the second episode, first two episodes, that Terry is basically poached by Detective David to spy on the strike team that Vic calls him in his voice, the strike team. So David knows something is going on. Him and Vic are at end. So David's trying to get in where he fit in, and he knows the best way is to put an implant in there. So that's what he did. So he got Terry to infiltrate, and now he's in it to win it as of at the moment. It says the aftermath of Vic's snatching of Terry and his attempts of covering it up from the Captain David. Captain David attempts of capturing Vic Mackey first by Crowley's snatching and because of coke theft. 3. Officer Julian Lowe struggles with his homosexuality while pursuing a relationship with a petty thief. 4. Detectives Dutch and Claudette attempt to capture a serial killer. The major subplots of this season are the failing marriage of Vic and Corinne Mackey, as well as Vic's adulterous relationship with Officer Danny. Oh, so they end up at the diagnosis of Vic's son Matthew as autistic. Vic's use of drug dealer Rondell Robinson to maintain control of a local drug trade. Tensions between Julian Lowe and his training officer, Danny Sofer. What happens with them, I wonder. David attempts to maintain power at the barn. That's the place that they call where they be at doing their thing. It's just the launch of that, absolutely. And his initial steps en route to city council. That's where he's trying to be. Okay. The impact on the future seasons goes as follows. Terry Crowley's snatching at the hands of Vic Mackey has long-lasting repercussions for himself and the strike team as a whole. His snatching will continue to be investigated at various points by different people, most notably Lieutenant John Kavanaugh during season 5. Is that now? Let's look and see if that is whatchamacallit's character. Is that? Yep, Kavanaugh. That's Forrest Whitaker. So so there you go. So that's where Forrest Whitaker comes in. And I remember strong, I was in it to win it when Forrest Whitaker was in it. So I remember that for sure. And that's toward the end of the season. And that's series. And that's season 5. So I was in it by then, for sure. So I'm probably so maybe I came season 3, maybe. Something about that. Maybe 4. We'll figure it out when we get to it, y'all, won't we? Anyway, Matthew, Vic's son's autism, and eventually Megan's will continue to be a catalyst for Mackey to continue to look for ways to secure his family's future through illegal means, like Armenian money train in season 2. Like the Armenian money train in season 2. So that's what we got to look for to season 2. Okay. What else do we want to look at about this? Okay, let's read about the whole production part of it. Show creator Sean Ryan had the idea of the pilot episode for some time. He claims that the script was an intentional departure of what he had wrote for the show Nash Bridges. What? Hold on now, because I watched Nash Bridges. Hold on. Let me read this again. He claims that the script was an intentional departure of what he had wrote for the show Nash Bridges. What? See, not even thinking back then of who produced shows or whatever. Never knew Sean Ryan did Nash Bridges. I'm trying to figure out at what point in my life did I watch Nash Bridges, because I wholeheartedly watched Nash Bridges. Oh my gosh, I have watched some stuff. Nash Bridges, I do not discriminate, I guess. Anywho, where he worked as a writer for 3 years. Okay, he's a writer for 3 years on that. Okay. Ryan has said that he never thought any network would make it, but FX Network agreed to work with him. After reaching an agreement with FX, Ryan received a budget of $1.3 million per episode. Is that good? That sounds like that's good. Per episode? Oh, which was below the usual budget for a network show. Well, dang. How much is it? I wonder. That's why people in Hollywood so rich. Well, at least the ones that can actually make it. Anyways, which was below the usual budget for a network show. Ryan approached director Clark Johnson to work with him directing the pilot. Ryan had been on police ride-alongs as part of his preparation for writing Nash Bridges. So he told Johnson that he wanted the viewer to feel like they're on a police ride-along. Johnson had worked with the police as well as part of the cast and crew of the show, like Homicide, Life on the Street, and The Wire. Oh, snap. Okay. Shout out to The Wire. The pilot episode of The Shield was filmed in early 2002, March 2002 to be exact. Like I just said, 5 days ago was the 12-year anniversary of when it started. The episode pilot of The Shield was filmed in early 2002. Promotional clips for the show heavily featured actor Reed Diamond on his role of Detective Terry Crowley. This was done intentionally to heighten the surprise of his death. Okay. In the same episode, the episode aired in March 12, 2002, and many critics praised the boldness of it. The entire season finished airing June 4, 2002. So 13 episodes we'll be doing. So 12 by 6. So 6 weeks per episode per season we'll be spending roughly, if this is the format that continues throughout the rest of the seasons. And I think there's 7 seasons also, just like The Shield. We'll figure it out. The entire season was first released on DVD in 2003. Plot. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Guests and reoccurring stars in this are Kathleen Kellen Ryer as Corey Mackey, David Reese Snell as Ronnie, Don Deal and Ben Gilroy. They say how many episodes, but I don't want to see it myself because that'll let me know, who was there or not. Who? Okay, I'm trying to figure out if they hyped us up for Reed Diamond. Who is he? What did he play in? Now I gotta go see who you are. Reed Edward Diamond, born played Detective Eric Crowley on The Shield's pilot. He surprised his role as flashbacks on 2 other episodes. Reed Diamond, I'm trying to see what you did. The Pearl, The Friend, Much to Do About Nothing, Money Bail, Good Night and Good Luck, SWAT, Clear and Present Danger, television appearance. Oh, wow. He's had a lot of stuff. He appeared in Better Call Saul in 2002. Okay, I thought he was like a major star, and that's why they used him. But okay, I thought it was molded at. Okay, so throughout the first 2 episodes that we watched, we see the dynamic between the strike team. We see the dynamic between Vic with the Captain David. We see his dynamic with him and Dutch. I wanted to call him Colin. Wanted to. Dutch. Dutch is his name. Dutch still seems creepy. And I think it's because he was so creepy with Tara and Sons. And he actually is being slightly creepy with Danny in Shield. Now I don't know if he's just supposed to be playing one of those lame type of guys and he just don't know how to go about it, but it's coming off creepy. Maybe it's because I've seen you too many times being creepy. However, I can't get that out of my head. Sorry, I cannot. We see Vic and his dynamic with Danny. They used to have a thing. We just found out that they're going to continue to have a thing. Who's going to find out? Who knows? I mean, it looks like Dutch knows already. The way he was looking at them when they... Do I have that picture? Probably not. But the way he was looking at them... Oh, I do. Like, his thing was piercing. And they were in a deep conversation. I would want to know what they were talking about too. But he was just like, he just knows the worst of Vic. Vic don't cock blocked him, put dog poop in his drawer, and stole his food. And made him look like a fool, all in the first 2 episodes. So I know he gonna have it out for Vic. But also that Captain David has it out for Vic. He don't recruited Terry to go and infiltrate the strike team. And that didn't go good for Terry. Vic and the boys knew what was up right away. And that's why Terry ended up snatched on the floor at the end. That's what happened. So what had happened was when they got all geared up at the end of the episode and went on the strike to go strike, they pew pew pew. One of the drug dealers took the drug dealer's gun and put it and turned it to Terry and did Terry in and snatched Terry with the drug dealer's gun. So now they got to go and talk to Detective David. First, he talked to Vic by himself. Then he wanted to talk to Lemon by himself. I don't know if they both panned out right. They obviously had to. They don't done this before. They knew to this. They true to this. And so that was what that was. So by the end of it all, Claudette goes home to her dog. This Captain David goes home to his child, feeding his child. The strike team is out striking. Danny, now she's trying to have her own life and trying to date. Vic was trying to hook up with her that night, but she already had something on the line. She sure did. She had her little blind date that she went out of, but the messed up thing it was she was trying to let her guard down. She was trying to let her guard down and not take her piece. She tried so hard. But as soon as she saw him, like, better safe than sorry, baby. Don't feel wrong by taking your piece. I don't know why girls feel wrong. Everyone should at this point. Some men need to from some of these women. Truth be told, if we want to be honest, I'm just being honest. Just for real. Let's just be real. Can we? Hear me now. But the strike team is completely unhinged. They go around already terrorizing, getting drug dealers, taking drug dealers' drugs, taking drug dealers' money. You know, they just dirty cops. This is what you call a dirty cop. This is when you start slightly rooting for the dirty cop. And it always seems to be that way. I don't know if there's ever been a show or a movie where you have showed the situation from the villain's point of view and you still didn't like the villain. You know? It's kind of weird. How could that happen if that's the case? But anywho, that's how this is. We a lot of the times we're rooting for Mackey. We don't want him to get caught. We hurt when someone gets hurt, gets snatched, whatever. So it's very interesting. So Detective Officer Julian, he struggles with his homosexuality and he struggles with his relationship with Danny because they are newly partners. Claudette, she just struggles with the principle of it all, politicals and all of this. Dutch, he just has his own way, and that's why Vic don't like him. I can't wait to remember what it is about this woman that's their relationship. And poor Cherry, he never had a chance. He never, ever, ever had a chance. Poor him. But they knew it right away. They recruited him. They was ready to recruit him. You know, he spoke good, but when when Vic had said that he was popping his cherry and taking them on the first run, and they showed Shane's face, you knew right then and there what it was. And hold on, where is it? And can we just give it up for Shane because we want to remember that he is the one and only Miss Venus Van Dam. Okay? He is the one and only Venus Van Dam. Remember that. Write it down, take a picture, all of that stuff. Okay? So who else? We're gonna see Anthony Anderson make his way in through. Glenn Close comes in, and she's like on the show, like for real. Yes, down at the bottom, that is Andre 3000 that you see that is gonna star in an episode. Who else do I know on here that I know for sure? Autumn Chiclis. That's Michael's last name, so that's obviously someone that he knows. His family. Who else is on here? Knowing that everyone is just standard on here that's in the show regularly. And who on here did I remember? Sticky Fingers. He comes on an episode of this. Anna Maria, Miss Jones from Friday. She has an appearance on this show at some point. Who else we got that I recognize? I think that's all the people I recognize. But, honey, like, again, just like Sons of Anarchy, at some point the show just flew off and people just started watching and paying attention and all of this good stuff. Now, this show gets deep. I mean, it pushes the envelope just like Sons of Anarchy did. That's where Sons of Anarchy got it from. The Shield is the OG of that. That's when all of that started happening. You know, also what came on Nip Tuck. Ooh, don't make me do Nip Tuck after this. Don't play with me. Nip Tuck? See, I don't know if we can get away with doing Nip Tuck. Nip Tuck is very risque. We would have to be really, really good about ourselves if we did it. Where you is that is daylight. It's not daylight. Those are not windows. You're seeing the reflection from the screen. It's not daylight, and it's just the lighting in the room that makes it look this way. Ain't a lot of it here. It's black as me out right now. Blacker than me. Okay. So I'm really excited to do this series. I don't know where Dina is. I don't know where she is. She was supposed to be here, but she ain't. But you got me, and that's okay. Okay? Because we gonna do this. We gonna do this. Um, so make sure you watch episode 3 and 4, and I will be back. I don't know if Dina will be here or not. I will be back next Monday night, 10 o'clock, between 10. Okay, I'll be here. I hope you're here too. But I just wanted to introduce the people, refresh. The first 2 episodes, are really just laying the groundwork, letting us meet the characters, and setting the tone for the stories that's to jump off and take place that is going to happen this season. So, like I said, I didn't start watching at least season 4. So, all of this is new to me. I have not seen none of this. And all of this is new to me. So, I ain't going to be able to talk about it in time from what happens later because I don't even remember. I've only seen this once. I've seen Sons of Anarchy 20 times, okay? I've only seen The Shield once. So, with that being said, there's not going to be a lot of talk of what came to happen because I don't remember. I don't even know what happens in the next 2 seasons yet because I haven't seen them. But I hope that this is catching everyone. I know a lot of people usually catch the replay more than coming into the chat because, yes, I am a late blogger. Okay. But I appreciate that y'all come in and watch the replay. I appreciate that y'all liking the videos because that's important that y'all like the videos and comment on it because YouTube be playing with me and do not be giving y'all the notifications when I go live if y'all push my notification bell. Me and YouTube got a love-hate relationship. I stopped being monetized because they kept wanting to try to take it from me. So I'm like, forget it. I just want to be monetized. I don't do this for the money. I do this for fun. Okay? So with that being said, thanks for joining. I hope you had a good time. I hope y'all come back. Maybe Dina will be joining me next. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll find out where the hell Dina is. Oh my goodness. I don't think I cussed this whole entire live until now. I think I maybe cussed 2-3 times. I told my mama yesterday I was going to start cleaning up my act. I'm trying to get better and more. Okay. But believe me, there will be nights, late nights where I'm going to come in and do this. Okay. So stay tuned for those. Okay. Because I do want to make this more friendly because my little niece came in and watched me one night and she enjoyed my live. And I'm like, okay, maybe I ain't got to be trashy and sloppy all the time. Even though I like to. Y'all know that's me. Y'all know it is. But I'm going to start cleaning it up because y'all know I like to be professional. I'm going to start being like my interviews and stuff. Oh, yes, I am going to be announcing my next guest for 21 Questions with Confessions. That will be airing next Ooh, I gotta figure it out. I keep forgetting, but I'll try to remember. Shoot, if I have this one off, I messed up. I might have to take the day off. Anyway, it's coming up, my second episode of 21 Questions with Confessions, and I will be letting y'all know who that person is very, very soon. Okay? So make sure y'all stay tuned. Thank you for watching. I do not know when I will be back, but make sure y'all is following me on TikTok and Instagram because I am doing my TikTok thing and I be doing my quick reviews. So if y'all like my reviews and y'all want it quickly with a couple of things added to it, make sure y'all following me on TikTok, Confessions of a Reality Queen. Instagram, same. Confessions of a Reality Queen is one word all together like a pimp named Slipback. Okay? Remember that? One word all together. Say it with me now. Like a Tribe Called Quest. Okay? Like a pimp named Slipback. Confessions of a Reality Queen. Get you some. But yes, we have quite a season ahead. This is the whole entire gang, y'all. I hope y'all are ready for it. I'm definitely ready for it. Oh, I almost showed y'all who my guest is. I forgot that I did have the next person on here. I do have the flyer, but I am not going to reveal that. But until then, make sure y'all watch my first episode of 21 Questions with Confessions, where I sat down with the lovely Millie Chan. I love me some Millie Chan, y'all. That is my girl. And I forgot, but disclaimer, this channel does not promote violence, bullying, or hate. Everything said in this video is public knowledge and or allegedly. This video is for entertainment purposes only. We go solely off of what we see on the show and have heard on social media. And if you or someone you know is struggling, there is someone on the other side of the phone that is only a phone call away. Suicide, bullying, self-harm, sexual assault, teen lifeline, grief support, depression, drugs and alcohol, eating disorder, mental health, and abuse. Okay? Now, happy Monday. Thanks for watching. And guess what, y'all? I'm off this nasty thing.